this is going to be a short show because, as you know, I sound like a broken record. I say it too much. Full disclosure. I shot the entire show earlier in the week and scrapped the whole thing. This is not the case where I lost footage or forgot to turn the camera on. No, I started editing and I was like, I can't put this up. Here's a quick look.
There are a couple fun things going on this episode. I'm pretty pumped because, for one...
So as you can see, I have this ring light, cheap ring light I bought years ago, and I never use it because the lighting in this kitchen isn't too bad. Granted, it's fluorescent above me, but I have the big windows, daylight. If I'm shooting at night, it's fluorescent. But for some reason, I'm like, all right, let me try to use the ring light and just for kicks. But note to self, you live and you learn. You make mistakes, you learn from them, right? I didn't vet the shot properly to make sure the ring light was at the proper height and proper angle, and there it was. If you wear glasses, it's a nightmare. So, and then down the line, there was some other issues. I was like, the heck with this. I'm going to shoot a new show closer to the weekend. So that's what we're doing today. I will say, the dinner that I made, the dish that I made in that earlier episode, blew me away. It was phenomenal. I'm not going to divulge it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat it in a few weeks. This way I give you a teaser, right? Stay tuned. I'm going to do it again because it was unbelievable. And in fact, on the next one, I got to get some folks over here to enjoy that. It's something you'd really want to serve to a small crowd. Anyway, that said, let's get to today's show. Come on over to the board. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. So I get these Quora prompts on when I log on. And, you know, they ask all these silly questions. And one of the questions somebody asked was, what's the best sandwich in the world? Now, that's highly debatable, highly subjective. But I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm doing that soon. And it's not something I haven't had, I'll say, because years ago in New Paltz, the guy at the pizza place on the corner, during our late gigs at night, I'd go over there 1, 2 in the morning, and he would custom make me calamari subs, but that was like a parmigiano with sauce and everything. I saw this from Madrid, bocadillo di calamari, a calamari sandwich, fried squid. So I have my squid already prepped. This is oat milk, not the homemade. I'm using up the carton. So I've had it, they're clean, dried, cut, and they're soaking in the oat milk. I'm going to dry them off camera, and this is what makes the sandwich special. This Spanish bread. Pan de horno. Pardon my awful Spanish. These just came out of the oven. And it's my first time, so I didn't want to make them on camera. I wanted to focus on the dough, concentrate. They take about 4 hours, fully risen, and they're so simple, right? Bread flour, salt, olive oil, and yeast. That's it, and water. So this sandwich is going to be just like I'm in Madrid. I can't wait. So those are done. They're resting. Let me move them, and we're going to start by making a garlic anchovy aioli. I'm going to pull the blender out. Let's start with our eggs. They're at room temperature, and I'm going to use 2 yolks. I'll save the whites. I'll scramble those in the morning. 2 yolks. We're going to go with a clove of garlic, a nice sized clove here. Looks like it's actually 2. Kind of growing together, but that's fine. Let's give it a good smash. Get the skin off. Toss it in. There's that other side. Smashing it up. Kind of helps get it going for the blender. And remember our Allison bit, but I'm not going to let it sit for 10 minutes today because I'm hungry. It's 1:30. I'm working on 3 cups of coffee early this morning and about 1/3 of a pineapple. Nice pineapple chunks, and that's all I've eaten. All right, garlic, egg yolks. Let's go with a little anchovy. That's about one. Might as well use these up. This is the bottom of a jar full. I'll get another one during the week. Here's another one. All right, that's what's left in here. And then that olive oil doesn't go to waste. It's a little cloudy now because they were refrigerated, but I'll use that olive oil for salad dressing during the week. Little cracked pepper, salt, and I'm going to go with a little garlic salt too, even though we have the garlic, and a little bit of oregano. I'm just winging it here, aioli. Okay, and now for the liquid, we'll go with a tablespoon of lemon juice. Make sure there's no pits in there. 1 tablespoon and a tablespoon white wine vinegar. Okay, and I've got about 3/4 of a cup of this light olive oil here. So let's turn on the blender. Let's start the emulsification. Get it started with a few drops, and now I'm going to do a thin stream. I realized I was talking over the engine noise. Nice and thick. Let's get a spoon. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. A little bit of anchovy, garlic. All right, over to the stove. Come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
Here's our squid. I took it out of the oat milk, dried it off a bit. Get a little all-purpose flour in here. And we're going to take our salt, kosher salt, and just salt the squid a little bit. Get them seasoned up. Let's check our oil. This is peanut oil. You've seen it on a few episodes. 330. We're just about there. I tend to use it and then drain it through a fine sieve 3, maybe max 4 times, and then I'll discard it. But as long as you, depending on what you fried in it, you could also put a little piece of bread or potato in there to pull out some of the flavor from previous frying. But since I'm doing squid, no big deal. Like after fish, you don't necessarily want to fry French fries. Alright, we're just about 360, which is perfect. Simple, salt and flour. I'll do this in 2 batches, maybe 3, because I don't want to lower the temperature of that oil too much. That's enough for the first batch. Maybe I'll put 1 head in each. A little slotted spoon here. Now we're going to fry them till they're golden. All right, look, golden, crispy. Let's get these out. We've fried things before, so I've told you this already, it bears repeating. Hit it with a little bit of salt. As soon as it comes out, the hot oil will melt that salt right onto them. Okay? Don't over salt them though. Temp obviously goes down a little. Now we're at 361. I'll do the second batch and meet you over at the board. Time to assemble. Here's our crispy fried squid. Hot out of the oil, lightly salted. I'm going to dress it with a touch of lemon juice. And I haven't seen this in many of the traditional Spanish recipes, but color's always good. I've got some fresh parsley off the windowsill, and also, I think we used these once before, my onions and leeks are starting to get tall on the windowsill, so I snip them off at the top when they're young so they don't fall over. They still got a few weeks before they're going to go out in the ground. So you snip them off and it makes for nice hardy stems. A little green is always welcome if it's not totally traditional. This is what I'm excited about. This pan de horno, Spanish bread. Oh, get a load of that. Oh, the aroma is incredible. Now, we've got our aioli here, garlic. I transferred it to this jar from the blended jar, but not until I had about three or 4 tablespoons just by itself. This stuff is outrageous. Spread a little of this on the bottom. Spread a little of this on the top. And let's layer in our crispy fried calamari. Now, there is another sauce that you can do with this. I don't recall the name of it. You Spanish people will know. It's a tomato based with smoked paprika. You know I'm going to be trying that real soon. We've got 3 more of these breads left. I can freeze them and get more squid during the week. All right, let's get the greens on there. And bocadillo di calamari. I'm speechless. There's no words for this. I found out about this years ago in New Paltz. I think I said it at the outset. This guy used to make me fried calamari parmigiano subs in the Italian place. But this, I heard about it through Quora. Somebody said, what's the greatest sandwich in the world? Subjective. I'm not going to argue. Not the most screen-worthy thing with mayo all over my face. But this is outrageous. And it's all about the bread. Right? We did Philly cheesesteaks. I actually bought that bread. Did Cubanos, made the Cuban bread with the lard. Tuna melt. You got to make the bread for the sandwich. And this Spanish pan de horno is fabulous. I'll be making this a lot. Stay tuned for the episode that got ditched thanks to my ineptitude of not checking my shots before I shot them. But that's going to come up. That was an amazing dish. And I don't think it's going to be the next episode, but it's coming up down the line. But I will see you for the next episode. This is outrageous.
Come on, let's do it.
You know,